Where does this guy get his information from?
Looking like money, man.
This is me, man. TV ain't got no temperature, dog.
And it's the Lyrical Lounge.
Lyric lounge.
What it is, what it ain't. It's your boy NOR. It.
You wild. That's the beginning?
Yeah, that's the beginning. That's the beginning.
You wild.
What's good? It's your boy Matt.
It's your boy Jay.
Man.
Well, first off, let's crack this Tortuga bottle.
Yeah.
Shout out to my cousin from the Cayman Islands. Got me the bottle, so it'd only be right to crack it on the episode.
Yeah,
so,
let's.
You gonna drink?
Yeah, I'll drink some. I've been like slowing down on the drinking, but
me too. Yeah.
I've been doing good though. Yeah. I've been doing good. I hope my girl don't get mad, but she'll be alright. She'll be alright.
I know. I was like, I'm gonna keep this shit.
Yeah.
Want that Coke or?
I'm gonna try to drink it straight, and then I'll probably.
I'll take it straight.
Yeah, boss. I'll mix. But nah, man, it's been I know you got a lot to speak on. I'm just gonna sit here and just live your experience, live it through you, bro.
Bro, as you know, I went to Dreamville Fest.
How was it, dog?
The last one, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Man, where do I start?
I got a lot of questions, man.
All right. Well, you can start with questions first, then I can break it down if you want.
I guess it's like the biggest question is like, was it everything you expected?
Not necessarily.
Really?
Not necessarily. Well, in the sense of me just being a fan of just Dreamville itself, but the setup, because I've never really dealt with a festival like this, so I'm calling. Just the setup, because I've always been to concerts, but not really a festival. And then I had to fly out to North Carolina.
Yeah.
It was at NC State.
Damn.
So like the
huge.
big field. So they had two stages. There was a Rise stage and a Shine stage. So
they had two? I thought they would have like multiple, because I know at festivals they have like multiple.
It was just
stages.
two. Like it was like set time. So like at one, like Party Next Door perform. At 1:30 on the other side is like Earth Gang.
So people were just moving back and
going
forth.
back and forth. So it was flowing. You know, they had food stands, drinks. They had a Henny house, a Patron house.
Yeah, shout out to Club 520.
Shout out to Club 520 on the Henny house, and shout out to Jeff Teague, bro. But that was Saturday and Sunday. Friday, I flew in early. We went to the pop-up shop in like I guess like the city of Raleigh, and they had like a Dreamville house.
Yeah.
So we got in there to go get merch and stuff, but the line was crazy. Like, it opened at 12, and we got there like 11 something, and the line was like from here to US 1, bro.
Dang.
Stood in line for like 2 hours.
Jeez.
Went in there, and they had nothing. It was just like the display stuff. So it was kind of a bummer, but
I'm
shit
pretty
just
sure
sold out.
Hype Beast was probably buying like multiple stuff.
Probably. And then we got like a little printout portrait of like me and my cousins and stuff, so it was cool. And then we're about to walk out, but we had to wait for the portrait to like print out. So we're outside chilling, and then I see Omen.
Damn.
And he's just chilling there. And then like I'm like, should I ask for a picture? And I didn't.
Oh, why didn't?
I just felt like yo, he's chilling. But then I swear, right after that, somebody saw him, was like, hey, Omen, can I get a picture? And he goes and takes a picture, and bruh, I think he had to go through the whole line of people taking pictures.
Damn.
And I was like, damn. See, that's why I didn't want for him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I could have got a picture, but then I went inside to go get the printout, and then Luke walked in, and I got a picture with Luke, because I was like, all right, I can't pass up Luke. So it was cool. And then went to get food, and ended up going to Zaxby's and shit. And then we're there, eating at Zaxby's, and we're just looking at the Dreamville IG, and Boss pulled up.
Inside?
Yes.
Inside the Zaxby's?
No, inside the Dreamville shop.
Okay. Damn, you missed him for like a couple minutes.
I miss Boss, but I was like, fuck it, bro.
Damn.
So then we went back to the telly, just chilled for a little bit, and then my boy Aaron, because he knew I was coming to North Carolina, he's like, where you at? And I'm like, I'm in Raleigh. He's like, I thought you were going to be in Charlotte. And I was like, damn, you right. This dude had me have tickets for me for the Charlotte Hornets game.
Oh, shit.
He's like, yeah, I asked Kemba Walker to get you tickets, and he got you the tickets. And I'm like, fuck, dude. And it was like a 2-hour drive. So my cousin's like, we could Uber there. I'm like, yeah, sure. Nigga, the Uber was $300.
Damn.
So we're like, we're gonna have to bite that bullet. Let's just stay in the crib. So then, shout out to Aaron. He did hook it up with the ticket. Shout out to Kimba Walker. He hooked up the tickets, but I couldn't go, unfortunately. But
Damn.
it's just cool, just knowing people whenever you know. That's the thing I like.
Was it like courtside or it was like?
It was pretty low. It was like at least 100 or like right there.
Right there, yeah.
So they was hooking it up. But yeah, shout out to them. That's why I like building these partnerships and relationships with people over the years. Because then whenever you're in a different city, like some people can't. It's not checking in, but it's like you just asking for like, yo.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's the thing to do? You know. So it's cool. But
damn.
So then Saturday morning, woke up. Shout out to the complimentary breakfast. The city of Raleigh was really promoting that shit. Like I saw like Dreamville Fest posters and signs like all over the airport, in every hotel. Cause I mean it brought so much business.
And
to
that's
the
what I
city.
was gonna say. We talked about that last time, like how when someone comes into a city, or like Super Bowl, and I'm pretty sure it's like
that's why it's a bidding war. Like every city wants that to host something.
It brings. But I feel like, I guess it goes into another question. I know we're gonna go back, but it's like, Drake comes to Miami, but it's like you don't see. I'm pretty sure you probably don't see posters like that all over.
It's just promoted like on pages that people are legitimately following, or Ticketmaster of some sort. But I feel like it's different, and I think that's why it's good that they go to like the smaller cities. Not saying Raleigh is like a super tiny city, but it's like when it's away from the Miamis, the New Yorks, the LAs, it's like
it's more easy.
It's a bigger impact on that city. Like I think they generated like 11 mil within those couple days. That's just the city. That's just restaurants. That has nothing to do with
ticket sales.
Dreamville merch that we was on. Like I don't even know, but jeez, like people were like, "Oh, you here for Dreamville Fest?" Yeah, like literally, like all hotels sold out, booked, everything.
Damn,
it was a vibe. So then we got there, bro. The lines were crazy though. Like parking on campus, walking to the gate. You're like in line for like an hour and a half.
Damn.
It was crazy. You walk in and it's just like you feel like it literally felt like a big ass like family reunion or a barbecue vibe. Like I've been to concerts and stuff like that, but I've never dealt with festivals, and it just felt like everybody knew each other. Like there was no problems, no fighting, no arguing, nothing. Like you have celebrities walking around like they're normal people. Like the DJs would go on set and the artists, and they would just be walking around.
Damn.
Like I think I saw Cause's DJ. He was just walking around. He went to go get food, like standing in line like everybody else. No one gets special treatment.
Nobody
like that's the vibe.
But I think that's that you can correct me.
That's a
southern thing, and I think it's also like that. Yeah, I feel like it's like that. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's that J. Cole effect. Like you're not better. You're not bigger than nobody. You're not gonna sit there and be like, "Yo, I'm this person," or "I DJ for this person," or "I'm part of this person's entourage. I should be." Nah, it's just
like fun fact. So then, yeah. Well, it'll proceed later into the story, but I gotta go through the set list because like Saturday was a good set list, but it was just like sometimes I was like, do I need to watch this artist or do I need to get some fucking food? Because I pregame so hard. Like I think I drank like 4 or 5 rum and cokes within an hour to go in there. All right, so the first day. Yeah, Omen opened up. You had Absol.
That's crazy. He's still performing.
Yeah. Oh, I heard because we were in line at that time for Omen and Absol. And, bro, he said he was rapping, and I guess he just was getting frustrated. He took out his dentures and just started rapping.
What?
Yeah. It's crazy. So, literally, we got in there, and it's just like, I felt like a little kid in like Disney at one point, because it's like you're walking around, you see everybody just cool, chilling,
and he's just
music
like,
is
eyes
blasting.
is big and just looking around.
Yeah, just like wow, like this is massive, and like you said, oh, nobody listens to J. Cole or Dreamville. The fan base is crazy.
I mean, you flew out from Miami to
like
NC.
I don't know how else I could say. Like, so we're walking in, and then we walked in, and we walked in the right time for Boss's set.
Damn.
And Boss's set was sick. He started out with My Nigga Just Made Bell. Then he did Hydra Bitch. I think he did Down Bad too, but his verse. And then he exclusively showed like an album he was working on.
Damn.
And then like you just see people coming out with signs, and it's like they show the sign and they walk, and it's like you're trying to read it, and it's like, oh shit, I got a new album coming, Melon Chronica or something like that. So it was pretty dope to see that. And then I think at the last song he was like talking about his mom, how like like he wanted to like perform for her and stuff like that, and unfortunately he couldn't. And then he ended out with Tribe. It was fire.
Damn.
Yeah, like Boss is and shout out to all the artists. Like I could tell like the poise and professionalism with them, because most of the artists, when you go to a concert or something like that, they might lip sync or something. You could hear everything. Damn. Like they were legit rapping, like word for word, bar for bar, everything. I was very impressed with the Dreamville artists.
Cause I was gonna ask, cause I know Lil Wayne was out there.
So then we got Boss. I didn't get to see Ari Lennox. Didn't see Young Nudie. Actually, he was playing while we were in line, so I heard like his shit. So everyone's just kind of vibing. Then like after Boss, was Chief Keef.
Oh my god, dog! I just know there was like people who like broke their neck.
Bruh, like when I think of like Chicago, Chirac shit, bro, he had that place jumping, and I don't know, the speaker system was like immaculate. Like no like rattle can sounds with the bass. Like you could, like the bass was like, you were like there, like oh shit. Like he played like Finetto, he played obviously Love Sosa, Don't Like, but I think he did like a bunch of songs.
What was his last song?
His lineup was, he started out with Almighty, then Treat Myself, Bitch Where, Hadouken, Text, Damn Shorty, Been Ballin', Let Me See, Finetto, Save Me, Every Day, War, Earned It, Love Sosa, and closed out with Don't Like.
Okay, yeah. So he built it up.
But he was exhausted. I'm not gonna lie, because it was hot, and obviously I know they smoking and drinking and shit. Like you could see like him on the camera.
He was dehydrated.
Yeah, like that boy got a cotton mouth. But his hype crew, like his hype men in the back, were really holding it down too.
Damn, man.
That was fire. And then I got to see Luda. Luda performed. He did All I Do Is Win, Stand Up, everybody was going crazy, Act a Fool. He did Area Codes, My Chick Bad, What's Your Fantasy, and they closed out with Move Bitch.
Damn.
That shit was jumping. Like
I would have thought he would have did is it called Pimpin' All Over the World?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been a nice one.
Oh, like Bobby Valentino?
Yeah.
It was just the energy, bro. I don't know. Like Luda had a very good performance too.
Damn.
So then after Luda was, I did see Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole was good, but she was trying the homies, bro. Trying the homies.
Really?
Like, she was like, "Oh, how my ladies doing? This and that. Where my fellas at? Yeah, fuck y'all." Damn. She said like 3 times, she's like, "Oh, I'm just playing," and then I feel like she knew the energy from the dudes in the stands. Like she's like, "I'm just playing with y'all," and everyone's like, "Yo, who hurt you, Keisha? Who hurt you?" But she was moving around, like singing. She had a little short on. She was doing her thing. And then Party Next Door went.
Damn.
Not gonna lie, bro. Not impressed.
Really?
Not impressed.
Oh my god.
His set, like his track list,
was good.
Was good. I could vibe to. I was vibing to it.
Was he lip syncing?
He wasn't, but he was just basically doing ad libs on songs. He wasn't singing whole songs. Like he had brought like 3 girls out, damn near dancers, and they stole the show. They was dancing, twerking, doing everything. He played Deeper. He had, what else? He even played Nokia. So I was like, wait, is Drake gonna come out? Because like you're not even on the song, bro. But he didn't. And he played Break from Toronto. Was good.
Well, why would he play? Do you think is he a writer on it?
It could be.
No, I want to know.
I don't know. So he did that. I mean, at the end of the day, it was still a good set list. I liked it just because I know Party Next Door. And after that was 21.
Damn. I know that set. His set was good. Or you was not impressed?
Songs, yes. But just the performance. It's just because, you know, 21's like a nonchalant person. So, like, you're not going to get that vibrant energy. Like, so he's just kind of like staying in one place, walking around a little bit, but not like performing it, you know. So,
because
but it's 21, so I get it.
I guess I was thinking about his set list. I'm like,
yeah, he had okay. All right, I'll tell you the set list. It was No Heart. Obviously started with No Heart.
Mm-hmm.
His Jimmy Cook's verse on bullshit. He did the Peaches and Eggplants, Topia Twins, X, Bank Account, Running, Glock in My Lap, 10 Freaky Girls, Rockstar, Creepin', Rich Flex, A Lot, and then Red Rum.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's a great set. If you look at that,
I was looking for Red Rum.
Yeah, that lineup, crazy. But I'm not gonna lie, I think I wanna say at Bank Account, I turned around and left just because Wayne was performing next. So it's like, it's one of those things you're like,
you gotta pick and choose.
And the line is crazy. So you're like, should I stay for the whole set? But if I do, I'm gonna be all the way in the back, and it's a mission to like zigzag through people. So I stopped at like, I think Bank Account or Running, and I'm about to turn around, and my cousin's like, yo, that's Jeff Teague. And I was like, I could spot him a mile away. Like, always the hat going. I'm like, so I walk over to him, like, oh shit, let me go take a picture, bro. He's like, Teague. I was like, Teague, can I get a picture? He's like, nah, I'm trying to see Wayne. And he just kept walking. I was like, man, fuck it. And then I hear it later on the podcast, and I'm like, oh my God. But then when he said that, like, a normal person like, man, fuck that. Damn, he's an asshole. But it's like, yo, like, he's been outside this whole time, sweating balls just like us. He's probably tired. I'm not the first person that's asked for a picture all day.
Yeah.
It's Jeff Teague. He gave me the most Jeff Teague answer. So
you can't even be mad at that.
I can't even be mad. Like, I went to my cousin, like, you took a picture? He's like, nah. He said he going to see Wayne. I was like, I respect it.
And I respect it, too, because it's not like he's like...
He wasn't, like, disrespectful about it. He was just like...
Yo, I'm
trying to see Wayne. That's
I'm trying to enjoy the festival, too. It's not like he was just like, yo, it's hot as fuck. I'm about to stay.
Yeah,
but even if he did say that, it's like, yo, he's obligated to say, he's obligated to want to take the picture or not.
He looked irritated. He's like, yo, it's been a long day. It was hot as fuck, too. So then we get to Wayne. Well, first off, it was Big Timers. Sorry. Big Timers opened up. Manny Fresh was vibrant and alive. Very good, like, stage presence.
Was Juvenile there?
Juvenile was there. Juvenile.
I know he rocked that stage, bro.
Juvenile was rapping his ass off. Like, he was going crazy. Like
the rent was due.
Like, yo, like, rent was due. No, rent was due. Like, yo, like, my family built this house, and they're trying to sell it. I'm going to rap to keep the lights on. Like, he was going crazy. The signature bandana on the top, like, straight hot energy.
How was the energy when Back That Ass Up came on?
Oh, wait, I'll tell you that. Because they played a little smart. So the Big Timers did their set. There was a couple Hot Boy tracks. And then Wayne comes on, opens up to Mr. Carter. Everybody was fucking berserk.
See, Mr. Carter is low-key, if you think about it, it's kind of like a Swag Surfer song. Hot take.
I don't know. It's just a good intro. Like, and then he goes to I'm Going In. And that's another hint where I was like, because I told you, like, I heard Nokia, and I'm like, wait,
is Drake coming out?
Okay, no, scratch that. I'm Going In. I'm like waiting. I'm like, is Drake gonna pop out? No. Then he goes to Let the Beat Build, John, Ain't That a Bitch, Uproar, Fireman, Money on My Mind, Drop the World, Blunt Blowing, Rich as Fuck, Hustlers Music,
Damn,
Love Me, Lollipop, Miss Officer, like, She Will.
What was his last song then? If he played Lollipop and
She Will.
She Will was his
It went from Lollipop to Mrs. Officer, and, like, he literally just had to hold the mic, and everybody was singing it word for word. Like, stage presence, bro. And, like, it was so funny, like, after each song, he'd be like, thank you. And then he'll go to the next song, so I'm like, wait, is he done? Like, no. And then he just kept playing.
I think he's just catching his breath.
So then after She Will, he brings back the Hot Boys on. Then they do We on Fire, Rich Niggas, Neighborhood Superstars, I Need a Hot Girl. Project Bitch, Get Your Hustle On. After Get Your Hustle On, there's a little pause, and you're doom, 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 doom. Bro, it was priceless. You see old ladies like every age, bro, just twerking. And you see, it was so funny because you look to the right, you see black girls shaking ass, and then on the left, you see white girls just. It was so funny, bro.
Damn.
But everybody was dancing. The energy was insane. And then he closed out to Steady Mobbin'.
Damn.
And then that was it.
That's a good way to close out.
Well, it was funny though, cause like, no, my bad. Wait. No, Steady Mobbin', and then A Milli was the last one. Sorry.
Damn, he does.
A Milli was that, yeah.
He has records, bro.
Yeah, no, a lot. Like, and he could. And then in my head, I'm like, why doesn't he play this? Why doesn't he play this? Cause like, there's too many songs. And then like he walks off the stage, and then I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston is playing while everyone's walking out. It was gas. It was gas. It was gas. That was the first night. It was great.
So he closed out Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. He was the closer.
Damn. Having Lil Wayne as your closing?
Yeah. And like it was good to see because you saw like, you know, him, Birdman, everybody on the stage like hugging each other, like just smiling, like whatever problems they had, they probably hashed it out just for that moment. There's still probably problems, but just to see like everybody reunited and just the energy of the festival, I think really helped a lot.
I mean, making money don't make you feel bad anyway.
Oh no,
you're there making money,
and you're streaming too. You're like streaming. All that, everything that you perform there.
Because now people are gonna leave. They're like, damn, I want to make a TikTok to back that ass up, or have an idea for this. Like, damn.
Yeah. So then we leave. It's like 12 o'clock
at night.
Niggas is hungry. So my cousins were like, oh, let's go to Cookout. Like Cookout's like a burger spot, like a little drive-through joint. Nigga, the line was wrapped around twice.
Damn.
And you couldn't even turn into the spot because the light was like
right there.
Cars everywhere, like everywhere. So I'm like, fuck. I was like kind of tired, so I'm like, let me take a little nap. By the time we get to order, I can at least order. And then shout out to Renee, because I was trying to see Renee that day, but I couldn't. It was just like the back and forth, like I told you. Service was like terrible. It was like a dead zone. It's like we would be like, oh, I'm going to be over here. Meet me here. He would get the message like 2 hours later.
Yeah.
So it was just terrible. What was I going to say? But then, wait, bruh. I'm trying to find the exact message just so I could quote it correctly.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie. That's I'm kind of mad I didn't go, but it's like.
No, it was insane. Damn, I can't find it because we were just fucking going crazy. Anyway, so I'm in the line for Cookout. Renee's like, yo, where are you at right now? And I'm like, bro, I'm in Cookout. Like, I just got the food. And he's like, yo, where I'm staying at the hotel, B-Dot's here.
No.
He was staying in the same hotel as B-Dot. He's like, you should pull up on him. And I'm like, fuck, should I?
But I know B-Dot is that type of person where he's like.
And it's late at night. He's probably tired just like everybody else. But just to know, like, okay, like, maybe, like, Renee was just giving me, like, an alley-oop, like, he's in this hotel, so, like, maybe tomorrow or something, you could probably pop up or, like, bump into him or something. But I never did, just because I was tired and I didn't want to bug somebody. So.
Yeah.
But shout out to Renee. Like,
yeah.
Hey, Renee staying in hotels that V-Dot staying at, so that's a flex. So shout out to Renee.
That's another thing I want to bring up, but we'll bring that up into another topic.
Okay.
About B-Dot and Elliot Wilson, because they haven't dropped anything recently, so it's Elliot and B-Dot beefing.
But B-Dot, I don't know, but B-Dot's kind of doing his own thing. Like, sometimes you just detach, like, you kind of grows away, pause, and
it's probably not even
just,
no
it's
beef.
It's just the climate, the time change, like, like, B-Dot's more of, like, a welcoming presence, though. I think Elliot is more of, like,
he's so controversial.
The old head mentality.
That's trying to be like the young kids.
Like that niggas say that, you know, Jordan is the greatest. Like, that's it. There's no debate. But if someone is even better, or even close to that, no, it can't be Jordan.
Yeah.
Like, Jordan is Jordan. Like, I get it. They stand on it.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. Like it was cool. That's what I'm saying. Like just that vibe,
Mhm.
and it's just like a little. It's not like a little town, but it's like everybody's in these locations because these are the only hotels and areas around.
Mhm.
So then we fast forward to Sunday.
Which is the last day.
Yeah. So the last day is let me see. See, this is where we had to play like chess. There was like first day was like okay, let's go here, like whatever. The
Mhm.
vibe was cool, but we knew who the closer was.
Mhm.
We knew who the closer
Yeah.
was. So it's like. So, luckily, shout out to my boy Millie and Nigel. I play basketball with them on
Yeah.
Sundays. They went up too, so shout out to them boys. We rode with them that day, and came on like a different side. Like I didn't even know that side had it. They were giving out like free tattoos. They were just a whole bunch of shit on
Oh,
the side.
damn.
A whole bunch of props and pictures, like posters of like Dreamville artists and stuff
Mhm.
like that. It was dope. We got there, got drinks. We was chilling. I ended up finally getting my merch. It was sold out to the point where whatever was on the display, it was like, yeah, that shit's sold out, so you're gonna have to buy it here and then we'll just ship it to your house. Like it was that bad.
Damn.
But that's good though. That means they sold a
Mhm.
shitload of stuff.
And that's more money for
Oh
for
yeah,
Cole,
for
man.
sure. Cole was this is a business, bro. So then from there we bought the merch, got food, and then we saw Cause. Cause
Mhm.
did a great performance. He did Can't Knock the Hustle, did all that. And then my dog, Big X, the plug pulled up.
Damn.
Yo,
I know he rocked the stage because he knows he knows how to perform.
nigga. Like every song hit. There's 12 songs here, and everybody was just, I don't know, bro. Even though songs do sound similar in the
Mhm.
flow, but like he was a perfect example. He gave me that Rolling Loud Kodak vibe. Like he was moving around dancing. And you know
Really?
Big X the Plug's a big
Yeah.
dude. Him just dancing, feeling the music. He came out to change me. Straight to back on my
He
bullshit.
came out to change me. I thought that would have been like the last song.
No, wait. Change me back on my bullshit. The largest. Leave me alone. Climate. 24 hours. All the way. Lost the love. 2 a.m. Levels in Texas. And like no misses. Like everything just flowed like flawlessly.
And I can see how he has that. You know, every song sounds the same. It's kind of like the baby a little bit.
But just yeah, but the samples are a little switched up. So
Yeah.
it was a good flowing set.
Damn. I'm just surprised he started off with Change Me. I mean, but I get it. I guess, you
Yeah.
know, that's...
I don't know. That shit was thumping, bro. Like thumping. And that was that 3:15. Then Earth Gang performed on the other side. Went to
Damn.
Earth Gang. What a vibe! It felt like I was listening to like, if I could, like this modern day like Outkast.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did Wells Fargo, they did Sacrifices, like, and their other cuts off of like the Slum Village stuff like that. It was great.
Damn.
Energy was good. 4:15. Then it was Coco Jones, like R&B. But I was like, I'm just gonna wait because Wale was next on the stage that we were at. So in the meantime, we just got food. They was giving out like free Starries. Like there were stands where you
Really?
could just go get stuff. Like it was fire. Like the food was amazing. Like we had like pork buns. There was lobster roll sandwiches.
Damn.
Like you could get chicken. You could get like steak. Like it was just so many options, bro. Shout out to all the vendors. Food is delicious. So we hear Wale. Unfortunately, I could not stay for the whole set because I was like, because Jid was performing.
Oh, yeah. You,
So,
it's
but,
kind of
like-
but I see what you mean by being strategic.
It's
You
like
got to
you're
pick
like,
and
yeah,
choose.
Because I knew at that point, once I got to Jid, I had to find a spot and stay. Because you go from Jid to Thames, and then, Jid, then Glorilla,
Oh, yeah.
then Thames, and then Erykah Badu, then J. Cole. So I was like, if I stay after
you have to
Jid,
stay the whole
I
time.
have to stay. Because,
Who was on the other stage?
so it was Jid, Glorilla, then Thames, Erykah Badu, then
And
J. Cole. So I was like, I gotta stay.
You gotta stay that whole time. So you basically listen to them from the other side of the
you could hear it and see it, because like once that other artist performing, like there's nothing playing on the other side, so you could hear it, but obviously you're not there. But Jid's performance was amazing. He did 151 Rum. He did, let me see what else. He opened up with Never. Never been shit, never had shit, never had shit. Yeah, like, and the bass was just kicking, dude. Off the Zoinkies, Working Out, obviously Dance Now, Off D's, and then Stick came on.
Jeez,
that shit was like, I feel like I was at a rock concert. Like,
I was just about to say that. I know.
He's like, open the gates. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
It's just a whole mosh pit.
Stick. Like, bro, he's like fire.
Damn.
Then he played Miss Fat Booty, the Most Def sample, and then like blended into surround sound. And that was his set. It was fire.
Damn. And just to know, and just shit, that song was like what, like a couple years old, and then
remember the challenge?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Damn.
So then after that was Glorilla. My cousin was like, "Yo, I want to see Glow." I was like, "Hey, bro, I can hold you. I'm here for Cole. I'm here for Cole. I'm sorry." So he stayed. Luckily,
it was beautiful.
It was beautiful. He didn't get to see the music, but so Glorilla went, and then Thames was there, and Thames' set was amazing. It's a beautiful girl.
I guess it's even you could just see how maybe I'm like trying to think of it like overthinking it, but he kind of curated the day like a playlist.
Oh no, for sure it was.
Cause it's like a
it's
magic.
A balance.
Yeah, like it starts off. It has a big like start, and then towards the end, Tim.
It kind of like mellows
out. Erykah Badu, then Cole. Like you're still gonna have your Cole hits where you're gonna be jumping.
And it's the beauty of the festival where it's like these artists have big followings, so like each person's probably going for a specific artist. Like obviously most are going for like the J. Coles and stuff like that, but you know, people with Tem shirts, like at least everybody on the set had like fans that could chant their songs. Like at one point you couldn't even hear the artist sometimes because the fucking group.
Call that choir rehearsal.
Yeah, it just sounded good. Like to the point where they'd be like, "Yo, y'all got this." Like, when people say, "Oh, like these people can't sell out venues," they're lying, bro, lying. So Thames went on. She did like some stuff that I didn't really hear, but like I obviously heard people around me singing it, like Crazy Things.
She did Wait For You.
She did Love Me Jeje. She did Higher.
Okay.
Yeah, which is basically Wait For You. She did Essence, Me and You, and then she closed out with Free Mind, bro.
Damn.
Free Mind, like, bro. Free Mind hit different there, bro. And then like she had like this, cause they had like a little backdrop in the back and had like this jungle African vibe, and it just felt like mad like soothing. And like her presence, it was just like every artist had an aura too. Yeah. Where like you could just feel their presence. Stage presence was crazy. Like she was singing, like it was just free flowing, bro. It was great. Damn. So then after Thames was Erykah Badu. I felt kind of bad though, because everybody knew
J. Cole's
after
nice.
Thames, like nobody was moving to go see Erykah Badu. Like there's a couple people. I mean, she probably still had a large crowd. It's everybody's still in the arena, but I don't think a lot of people like were like moving from Thames to Erykah Badu. But I heard her set was good. And then that was like the longest hour and a half of my life, dude.
Waiting for Cole.
Because once Thames went, like people started pushing up. So like I'm like at least like 30 or 40 feet from the stage, and I'm just like I had to stay in one place for like an hour. I would just switch my legs a couple times, but I could not move. It was that packed. Damn. Then when Cole comes on, bro, like he had his set where he was cause they're building it while we're like waiting. It's like, yo, like I'm thinking like me and my cousin are like, yo, what is he gonna start with? What's the setup gonna be? You know.
You gotta start off with the intro.
What?
On 2014 Forest Hill Drive. No.
No, bro. So curtain drops, and the setup is him in Muhammad's crib, like So if people don't know, Muhammad was like
the guy that
when J. Cole was in like college and shit, like kind of helped him on, like he didn't make him pay rent because he kind of believed in his dreams, and then when Cole made it, he paid Muhammad in full and even more probably. So he starts rapping, and I'm like, this shit sounds like it's unreleased. Like, what the fuck is this? And then I hear My Life in the Sunshine sample, and I'm like,
is this part of the fall off?
No, it's from the come up, Rags to Riches. But it's just hearing Rags to Riches on the mixtape. He sounded like way younger, and the voice was distorted. So like him rapping. Now it just sounded like it was a brand new song. It sounded like refreshing, and I'm like, oh shit. He started off Rags to Riches, then he emphasized, he was like, oh, these are from my day one. So like you could tell like certain people in the stands were rapping it, okay, he knew like, oh y'all day one.
Yeah.
So he went to,
which makes sense because he's like, people would just go see Drake just to go see Drake.
Not even know there's, just know the radio hits, you know?
But
which I fuck with it though. Like if you like music, that's cool. You like the radio. Some people just listen to strictly radio. If you really are invested in the artist, you listen to their whole discography.
Thing. But to leave to go see a festival for that artist, he knows that you're gonna you're day ones.
Yeah.
So he's basically talking to the whole crowd.
So it was Rags to Riches from the beginning, then Welcome off of the warm up, Grown Simba, Lights Please. I'm surprised he did Lost Ones too. I was surprised.
Yeah, I thought that would have been one of the. I mean, it is one of the first few songs.
Yeah. So then after Lost Ones, he goes to A Star Is Born, but he kind of breaks down the story. But it's kind of like if you've heard the audio podcast that we had, he was just breaking it down to like more people that probably didn't hear it. So then he starts rapping his verse on A Star Is Born. Beat's still going. He starts rapping, and I'm like,
is Jay-Z coming up?
No. He's rapping. Then he goes to the next verse. Please believe these flows. And I'm like, yo, he's rapping clouds over The Star Is Born. I was like, oh, and I'm just there rapping. Fire. After Clouds, classic, All I Want Is You with Miguel. And they had a live band. Sorry, I didn't say that the whole time. There's a live band for all these artists.
So he probably has like
and
a backtrack.
The vocalist had so he goes, All I Want Is You, then goes to Too Deep for the intro.
Damn.
Brings Erykah Badu there. Oh
damn.
my god, she hit some crazy high notes, bro. It was just a vibe. Like my voice was gone for a while because I rapped Cole's whole set, like whole set. Goes Too Deep for the intro, then Looking for Trouble, his verse, which I think like put him, because those Good Friday drops on that mixtape was like, once he dropped that, like I think he was like, all right, I'm that dude.
Damn.
He did Sideline Story, and then he goes after Sideline Story, he like goes and he actually goes to the pad like for the beat maker, and he's like, yo, I remember I was in my crib, and I was in the bathroom, and I had the door cracked a little bit, and you know there's music playing in the background, and he's just like, then you hear it, and then it's the workout plan, and he's just like, he's like chopping it, and he's like, do 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 do, he's like, what the fuck is that? And then he drops the song. Everybody went crazy. So he played Workout.
Imagine he brought. Was it
For who?
No, that Workout was by himself, right?
Yeah, Workout's by himself.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
like Miguel for like.
Nah, is it Mary?
Missy for Nobody's Perfect.
Yeah, Missy.
No, he didn't do Nobody's Perfect.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's Workout, Can't Get Enough. Snap.
I know that.
She Knows.
Damn.
And then people lost their shit at Power Trip. Went from Power Trip to Wet Dreams. Wet Dreams to GOMD. Get Off My Dick.
That's like the mosh pit song.
Yeah. And then No Role Models. And then surprisingly, he went to Love Yours right after that, which I felt was kind of early in the set. But I'm like, you know, sometimes you can't really have the same set.
Yeah.
So it's Love Yours, and he went to She's Mine. Like, it was like a whole stage, so like he would like walk around in certain parts and rap. Then he had She's Mine Part 1, and then he was like right by like a baby. So I guess it was like, you know, when he had his kid and stuff. Then Change, Neighbors, Deja Vu, Kevin's Heart, KOD.
Yeah, so he literally went up the
he's just
rankings
going
of
through
his albums.
95 South was going crazy.
Damn.
Did Middle Child, and then the last song was Farewell off of Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Even though I was like, wanted a better song, but you know it made sense. Farewell.
Farewell, yeah.
But man, what an experience, bro! Like,
damn.
Just thinking of the whole setup of like how we need to like. I want some shit like that down here, but it's just we're a bigger city, so like we already have the Art Basel, we have Rolling Loud, but like more of like a welcoming presence, because I feel like Rolling Loud is just like you attract. It's like the ultra for hip hop. It's like sometimes you got too much like drug infestation. Like there's gonna be problems. Art Basel is kind of laid back. It's in the middle, but you still deal with everything. But just that felt like a reunion of vibe, bro. Like I really was like, damn, bro. Like I wish it was like if I knew, I'd probably go like 2 or 3 days prior and just embrace and just chill around Raleigh for a little bit.
Yeah. Go by his old crib where he stayed at.
Well, that's Fayetteville.
It's a whole different city. Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, just even driving and then probably if that crib is still there, that'd be fire. Like pull up and take a picture, that'd be cool. But man, it was an experience, man. It really was. Opened up my eyes. Just like event planning and just how to handle stuff accordingly. It was just a great.
Everything went smooth for like because the thing is, I think the whole thing is a fan experience.
It was. You felt like a little kid. Like you grew up with Cole, because like he's really not that much older than me. But I feel like he is just like an older brother figure. Yeah, it's cool. And just seeing the progression, and like how he's like more laid back, and trying to like make sure his artists are like they can succeed. So it was cool. Yeah, it was definitely cool.
How do you feel about No Fall Off? Cause
that's what I was thinking too. I was like, okay, maybe It's a Boy or something is gonna drop, but it didn't. So I was like, damn.
Because everybody's like, damn, Dreamville Fest. Everybody's expecting this is the last festival.
Well,
Fall Off is coming. Did it feel like it's gonna be his last festival, or?
He kind of stated that it isn't. It's just gonna be a different format, and it probably won't have the Dreamville name on the front. But I think they're trying to expand it. I think they might partner with like Live Nation or something like that. Yeah. But it's like it takes away from the Dreamville stamp. Yeah. So it's like, they might have different artists, but it's like, is it gonna stay hip hop? Are y'all trying to get like Taylor Swift or somebody like different in this space when it's I don't know.
Damn. Because I was expecting like Fall Off to drop like that Tuesday, since it was that Sunday, and just go back, like, trying to just be nostalgic and go back to Tuesday drops, but...
Yeah. I don't know, because now I think about the Fall Off, if it's, like, a serious album, which I really predict it is, this wouldn't be the right time to drop it.
You sure?
No, for sure, because if you look, I'm just thinking as, like, a music head. So, in the timing of, like, the seasons, if you drop the Fall Off now, soon you're going to have to deal with the summer smash hits, the bangers when people are outside. Not really saying people are going to listen to the Fall Off out in the beach or when they're doing this stuff. So it's like, wait for the summer jams to go, and I'd say like closer to like winter or like maybe August or September when everybody's back in school, back at work. Yeah. And you get August to December. That's what I'm thinking.
Because I don't know for me, because I know I see the formula now. If you were to drop the Fall Off in like May, because it's going into the summer, you have those 90 days up until August, and then people making challenges. Like I'm thinking about like God did drop in like what?
That was a very impactful version.
And the thing is, everybody listens to, when you listen to God Did, you don't even remember that Lil Wayne is on the song. You kind of just
Jay-Z took it over.
Yeah, but people don't even listen to Jay-Z's verse. They only listen to
Friday? Was it Friday?
Friday or Rick Ross.
You sure?
When you put it on Instagram, when you're making reels.
Man, they gotta adjust that. They gotta use the little.
Yeah, because you listen to the hook. They don't even go to John Legend's part. But it's.
Like, I was gonna say, whenever I hear John Legend, I think of that shit that Kanye said. Oh my
Man,
god.
speaking of Kanye,
He said
man.
John Legend be wearing sweaters in the summer in Barbados. It's just the way he says it. I'm like, what you doing, bro? Oh, and then I saw so I came back Monday, and my cousin waiting for an Uber, and I'm like, it's like a turquoise ass Tesla truck.
Was it? Oh yeah. Cybertruck.
I look up, I'm like, it's
Academic.
fucking academics, and Selena Powell dropping them off.
What?
Gives him a kiss. She leaves, and then like I see people start like walking up on him, taking pictures and stuff. I was like, look at that.
And he was like receptive to people.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, take a picture. What's up? But I didn't. I was like a couple like feet away. But I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I just posted a video.
So he lives down here.
Or he's just visiting. He's just doing stuff. I mean, if you think about it, he doesn't even need a studio because everything is just in his crib. Like he's like the streamers nowadays are like making a killing because they make all this money and they don't have to buy a full like setup, like a whole studio and stuff. So killing the game. But I know you got questions. So what's up?
Man, it's just, I mean, like, did you think that this is the last Dreamville Fest? Because I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That's like damn near him saying he's gonna retire.
He could retire.
Nah,
he could retire after the fall off and he could just hop on verses. That's kind of what Jay-Z does.
Yeah, but he's still, he's still too young.
I don't think so. I think he's he wants to, like, I think he's going to be one of the first artists that can walk away from the game on his terms. Like,
Well, 3 Stacks did too.
Yeah, we still dropping flute albums and stuff. Like, that's just him living his life and pursuing acting and doing everything. Like, those people are just at peace with themselves. Like, he knew his peak was Outkast and, you know, like the Love Below and everything like that, Speaker Box and everything. And then after that, it was just, everything else was just, I'm just a legacy act now. Like, your prime was, like, undefeated. You really didn't fuck up or anything. You were in a bunch of movies. And you're just on your own terms. Yeah. It's like, Common, if he raps, like, that's cool. But now you're no more for the acting. You know? Even though we appreciate your discography from the back, that was your prime. Same thing with 3 Stacks. Jay, too. Jay is basically a legacy act. He's more of a businessman now. Yeah. So I think Cole's going to just sit back, really push Jid, Boss, and all these other people. I'm like, oh, if you need a verse, I'm here. That's what I think. Yeah. He's kind of done everything. He said it, like, yo, like, I would have never thought this. Like, I can't imagine him looking on stage and looking back. He's like, everybody put your lights up, and, like, lights going all the way back there, bro. Like, come on.
And I think, you know, that's just somebody that's just so smart just to see. Because there's certain points where you just want to see if people are engaged still. So to see people all the way in the back still engaged. I guess the next question I want to know is there anybody that you, that was there that you would replace with someone else? That would have probably did better.
That would have done better?
Because I think Lupe would have did good out there.
Could have. I wouldn't have minded a Big Sean or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a Big Sean.
Big Sean.
But there was a lot of conscious rap already. So maybe, I mean, you had Glow, you had Big X, 21, Earth Gang's a little upbeat. I would like a Larry June.
That would have been good.
Larry June.
Because it would have went with the aesthetic of the
and you just have like Larry June and 2 Chainz there. I think that would have been.
That would have been good.
But then again, this could be for future festivals. If it's like, okay, Dreamville's taking a step back, but we have alternatives. I would say 2 Chainz and Larry June.
But I guess his I won't say it's Larry June, but I guess it would have been. I guess Wale kind of took that spot.
Oh yeah, and Wale been going crazy too. I like seeing Wale out, like, and now with the whole like shoe pushing, like Nike literally is just throwing shoes his way. Like, yo, like, please, we're tired of you wearing AEs.
Just put
and making it a thing.
Yeah,
we'll give you Nikes your own shoe. But you know, Wale always swagged out. He had played Lotus Flower Bomb. He was playing his shit, bro. I'm not gonna. I was kind of mad that I had to go, but it was just like, I'm here for Cole.
Yeah,
so
you don't want to miss your
I
spot.
can't. It was to the point where like people were sitting down with like
Their
like
camping chairs?
Their camping chair, not their camping chairs, but they had like blankets, and they would just sit down and kind of just post up. Then it got too packed, and security had to go through and be like, "Yo, y'all got to stand up like everybody else." And then when everybody was waiting for Cole, people started dropping like flies.
Because it was so hot.
People were fainting. So then like you see, you'll be in the crowd, and then you'll just see hands go like this, like as if you're pointing to somebody, like someone's passing out here, and you just see like a crowd of hands just go like this. Security coming through, having to carry these people out. I think I saw that at least 10 times.
Was they passing out because of J. Cole, or just so hot outside?
It was just so hot, and a lot of people were probably dehydrated, drunk, high, everything.
Damn.
And then when Cole was performing, like, oh yeah, he did it so slick. It was so slick. Somebody, I think, fainted or needed assistance. And he's rapping a verse, going crazy, drops, yo, security, go get them, and goes back to the verse, like, smooth as hell.
Damn.
And he's like, then he said, like, yo, like, you know, I'm performing and stuff like that. I want the safety of people, but, hey, security, I got to step it up. Like, I know y'all probably didn't catch that. I was rapping, hey, security, go help. Like, it was crazy. Like, for him to just, like,
and he's paying attention.
The tactics and just the level of skill, like his voice control when he was rapping, it was just like, yo, like, he's actually rapping.
It sounded like it was an ad-lib.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I played that, I'm like, then I look and I just see hands to the left. I'm like, yeah. Like, he's seeing, like, he's rapping and looking at it. Like, I would be distracted. I would fuck up so much. There's no way I could rap.
But then he probably has in-ears, too. So
we had one.
Damn.
He had one. Some people had two.
Two? Yeah.
They wouldn't hear, like, the crowd or nothing. Like, he had one and then one just dangling on his shirt.
So he's probably listening to the crowd and he's listening to what's in there, too.
Yeah, bro.
Because I know people can talk. Because I know at my church we have those. So you could talk to the person that's on the stage. Like, you can just, like, yo, this is what's going on. Say, yo.
Yeah, like, he probably has an earpiece, like, yo, Cole, are you good? This.
Yeah.
And then, like, just like, how I said it was just a welcoming presence. Like, people had posters. He's like, yo, like, show's done. Like, meet me in the back. Yo, tell them they're good to come. I'll sign their poster. Like, one was like, oh, it's my 21st birthday. Or, somebody wrote, play Crooked Smile. I was like, ain't nobody trying to hear Crooked Smile. No damn festival, bruh. I feel like that's, I like the song, but I feel like that's lower. It's not high on his discography.
Let me see. Let me go to his discography. You said he did no role models.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he has to. Like,
you know what I'm surprised he didn't do? All My Life.
I don't think so. I think he would have. I mean, if Dirk wasn't in trouble, I think maybe Dirk could have been a good one too. But then you had Chief Keef.
Yeah.
And Chief Keef is like the godfather of Chicago drill. So, but that could be for future. You know, like you don't want to put everybody in one festival. Like now you can kind of ration it out. Like, okay, this person performed last year. All right, who else is an alternative? And we can like work around that. Because I think they have like a 4 or 5 year contract.
Damn.
The city does not want to let that go.
No, hell no.
It generates so much
money. It's
bro.
just like F1. Miami Gardens has a 10-year contract with F1, and that generates so much
the
money.
Hard Rock, right?
Yeah.
That's just not going anywhere.
No. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna renew because, for one, people were complaining. They're gonna even before it started, like, oh, it's gonna be too much noise. You don't hear nothing. It just sounds like a mosquito just passing by. Yeah.
It's a big ass mosquito.
Yeah. I went to the first one.
Fire. Good experience.
The same thing. You're gonna get dehydrated.
It's just hot, bro.
It's hot.
And they have all the like. There's usually like I know F1 is like usually like a Red Bull sponsorship, right?
They have everything.
So like you telling me it's hot as balls, and you're giving me Red Bull to drink.
But they have like
I'm gonna pass
they have
out.
different spots. Like they create like a beach theme inside the stadium.
And that's money too, right?
Yeah.
Like
people
to get in these spots,
bro. And people bring boats out and like I remember the first year they had because inside the arena that's where all like the rich people watched it because they're watching.
It's just dope how the whole Hard Rock how they format it into like a track layout.
Yeah.
And then be able to have a track layout and then set up stands and seating for everything.
Bro,
it's probably
I pass by it all the time.
I would have to dress bougie. Like I'd have to dress like.
No, you have to.
You have to look established.
Come on, man. I went the first time I went, I was with with coworkers and his brothers, but I wasn't really too much of a fan of F1, but that's when I started learning about Hamilton and Verstappen, because Hamilton is Ferrari. Well, at the time, no, Verstappen was Ferrari.
Mm-hmm.
Hamilton, Mercedes. So and then you have Red Bull now.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere.
They're like Red Bulls with F1 Olympics. Like with me with F1, I respect it. I just can't watch it. I'd rather do it.
Yeah.
Like it's same thing with like NASCAR. Like I cannot watch NASCAR, but yo, NASCAR is intense.
Yeah, it is intense. Yeah.
Like people cannot slouch on these. They're athletes. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah,
they're
of course.
Athletes. Like the stamina and the mental fortitude to drive in a circle at like 200 miles an hour, or going through a course and like somebody slips up or taps the brake too hard, you're cooked.
You know, you're flying.
Car, I don't even know how much that shit weighs.
It probably it doesn't
it's like
weigh
a
a lot.
go-kart.
And then you have
a go-kart like a V12. Like what the fuck?
It's probably even more than that. Even down to the people like the pit stop.
That cruise like
4 seconds.
If you do 5, you're fired.
Yeah.
You're done.
4 seconds just to change all 4 tires.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Like they lift it up, and by the time you blink, it's already down and going. Like that's insane.
There was one thing I watched where they did two cars in the pit stop under 5 seconds.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, like Miami is. Place is never gonna die, bro.
Yeah.
Concert wise, like.
Rolling Loud.
I'm so mad. I was gonna get. I went into pre-sale and I didn't get a Chris Brown ticket.
Damn.
I was thinking about it, but I just. Cause I think the pre-sale happened while I was in Dreamville Fest, so I was in line and I don't even think I was paying attention.
Damn.
So I was like, fuck. But I think I'm kind of drained out because I forget I still have to go to Post Malone this year. I have to go to the weekend.
Damn.
So I'm like, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. But Chris Brown, I know Chris Brown's gonna kill Miami for sure. I think he's gonna open up another day. Cause I think it was just Saturday or
just Saturday.
It might be a 3-day thing at this point.
Because I know he sold out. I think he sold out Miami.
He has to. I think he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
Nah, man. But I was just like, man, I don't even want to add nothing else to this episode. Like, I just want to just be Dreamville Fest.
I know, bro. I had to buy them.
Yeah,
like, luckily I got this at the place because like much people weren't buying this. I was like, yo, this is like a button down. This is so me. Got basketball shorts.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. This is a vibe.
Nah, man. I don't want to add nothing else, man. I just want just to be a Dreamville Fest.
Yeah, it was insane.
But I'm still kind of upset that fall off. But it's like you going to the festival.
This is
like,
a cushion. This is a cushion because definitely definitely a cushion. It just made me like re-listen to other Cole tracks again. Like I listened to Rags to Riches over here, and I'm like, I don't know why, but hearing it live sounds better than hearing it on the mixtape.
Damn.
Because it sounded like a new song. Because like obviously his voice is more like defined, and the sample was hitting, bro. I don't know. The speaker system was just like.
Shout out to the sound engineers over there.
And that's what I appreciate too. Like they said, yo, shout out to the security. Shout out to the tech, like with all the sound and the setting up of the stage. Like I'm telling you, everybody, it just felt like a family reunion. Like everybody played their part and everything worked out great. There was no problems. Like police presence was there, but like they weren't doing nothing. Like obviously people are smoking weed. People are doing this. Like
just let them be.
Yeah, it was just like, you know, like I don't even know how they feel. Like when some songs are like "fuck the police," you know what I'm saying? It's just like you just stand there.
Yeah.
Like in at the pop up too. It was just a vibe. Like the pop up, like the cops were there and they set up a basketball hoop, and I was so tempted to play, but I was like, if I lose my spot in line, I can't do it. The cops were out there like dunking and shit. I'm like, yo, it was a vibe, dude. But I really wish, I hate to say it, but I wish like I would have done this more often. Like that vibe and like seeing all the sponsors and partnerships that were there. Like, you know, you had Genius and Complex. Like I wish I could have gone earlier and gone to each spot. Sampling Friends was out there.
Damn.
Like Omen was doing a Sampling Friends. Like the artists were there. Like I wish I could have gone up there and guessed the samples. Like that's a vibe. So if it does happen, which I hope it maintains it, I'll definitely go. I would say it's an experience that you have to do with the homies. Because like with the girls, if your partner, it may be a little too much like on them.
On them, yeah.
Because like girls are wearing heels and Timbs, and like it was like a fashion show, and then they realized like, no, like,
I'm not dressed for this.
Some of my friends like brought their girl day 1, day 2. The girl's like, I'm staying home. I'm too tired. I'm staying in the hotel. Like my legs hurt.
Damn.
I can't do this again. and they know like if they get dragged to it, like we're gonna be like, I'm staying. Like I can't miss this. Like this is J. Cole's last one. I can't like. That's the only reason I didn't bring my girl. Just because of that. Because I knew like it's strenuous. If you're not mentally prepared for that, you're not gonna do it.
And then having to leave because you go there early. You're like there like what 11, 12?
Sunday I did at like Saturday because I learned my lesson. We got there at like 2 or 3.
Okay.
But still, like my legs were cooked and like wearing the right shoes. Like the first day I wore some like cross trainer Bad Bunny Adidas. Then the second day I wore my Crazy 8s, which wasn't too good, but fashion requires sacrifice. So like, cause you gotta go out there kind of fresh.
Yeah,
bro.
you gotta look like
fresh.
Like
first day I went out there with the throwback Damian Lillard jersey. Like everybody's like, oh shit, that's a Damian Lillard jersey. You from Portland? I'm like, nah, I'm from Miami. He's like, what the fuck?
Damn.
Like everybody was fresh as fuck out there. I ain't gonna hold you, but it was cool though.
Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best not to miss the next one.
Yeah, if there's another one, like, because we tried to coordinate if we could go, but, like, I think next time we probably need to go to a festival as a group, like, together. It'd be fire.
That'd be fire. Hopefully my girl could
I'm willing to travel, because before I was like, man, if this shit ain't in Orlando or something, I ain't going, but that experience and a different environment and seeing, like, Southern hospitality, it was great, man. Like, it's something that I could visit, but I can't live in North Carolina. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's too calm. Like, I go outside, it's quiet, like.
Damn.
I'm like, I go in Walmart there. Where's the chaos? Like, why isn't anybody stealing stuff? Why are there actual shoppers? There should be more employees in here.
It's not even busy inside Walmart.
All the aisles, all the lines, like they're open.
Empty. Oh, they're open. Yeah.
What?
I've never been to. I've only I have when I was in Alabama for my brother's graduation.
Where you graduate from?
Tuskegee.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He went to Tuskegee. But yeah, man, I guess this is the episode. This is.
Oh, I would like Thug.
Young Thug would have been good.
When you say now that you say that,
Young Thug would have been good. But then I don't think Young Thug would do it.
I think he would.
Really? I think he would
At this point.
I think he would do his own.
But he would be on the. Because I feel like when you do a festival, like, and you can network, and I imagine, with all these artists there at festivals, they're going to the studio after. They're making something.
Yeah.
And I just want a reenactment of Revenge of the Dreamers 3, that little rollout they had, rolled up in one big and was just going room by room and just making music, because that's how we got Revenge of the Dreamers 3. So we can do that again. That's something I envisioned here. Like, we could have, like, a group or something. I don't have that money.
Yeah.
Like, producers, like, if we get, like, you know, Hitmaker, like, I mean, Uncle Al, you know, Ninth Wonder, and, like, giving them Miami artists, because maybe I think Miami artists, like, I know we're a regional sound, like the juke drill music, like our style, but, like, I want to hear, like, Flow Kid with, like, The Alchemist, and, like fucking Matic with Ninth Wonder, or Renee with, like just being able to, like, do a track with, like, Cardo, or, like work with La Russell and stuff like that. Because, like, I think we're too, like, stubborn and stuck on our ways.
Yeah.
Like, we need to expand a little bit more. So, but that's it. Oh, another one could be Doechii, too.
Doechii would have been good.
Doja Cat. You get all these people.
Yeah.
Because you had
Doechii would more. She would.
Oh, because Lotto's done Dreamville.
Yeah.
Already.
Doechii would fit more. Out of all those people you named, she would have fit more.
Definitely.
Because she gives that.
Maybe a K-Dot. I mean, you had because then if you look at it, you had both sides. You had Party Next Door at Dreamville Fest. You had Absol.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like, maybe the public emphasized the beef, like, where it's, like, some street shit, and I just think it's just word of mouth. I don't think it's gone to violence point.
Nah. But I think the beef was planned, in my opinion. Now I see it's like...
It put the battery in the back for, like, hip-hop, because remember, hip-hop is dying. And no.
People are not even saying that anymore.
And it took over 2024.
Yeah.
And we're back where we're at.
Yeah, it's true.
Dominant.
So, yeah, man.
That was a good episode.
That's a good episode.
This is the most I've ever talked.
No, I told you, I'm not even talking. I'm just going to let you
I'm sorry,
go.
I talked so much because I'm still, like, on the adrenaline rush, bro. And then tonight, There's an event for Matic, Doja, and Renee. I'm gonna pull up at like 9, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Show them support. Cause Renee was like, "Oh, you're gonna go?" I was like, "Bruh, how can I fly to North Carolina, go see J. Cole, and not be able to drive down the street for the homies? Like, that's wild.
Crazy, yeah.
So, shout out to them. I'll go to the event. Pop up there, just show some support.
Yeah, I'll probably pull up too.
I think it's in Hialeah, so.
Oh, that's no problem. That's up the street from me too.
Sweet.
Sure, yeah, I guess it's the episode,
This
man.
is the episode, bro. It was a good one.
It's a good one.
It felt good to like find, bro. I was like there. I'm like, yo, like, I've been dying to talk about this shit. Like, I wish I could have like recorded some shit. I know Renee, like, I think vlogged some stuff. So I think I got a little cameo, but it is what it is. But it was a great experience. Yeah. Next time, if that happens again, we have to go.
No, we gotta go. Hopefully, we could even just bum rush Jeff Teague and be like, yo, nigga, you not, nah.
I don't think he's doing that again.
Yeah.
Nah, like, he's not. He's stuck in his ways. He ain't doing that.
Oh, man. It's your boy, Matt.
It's your boy, Jay.
We out.
We out. Oh, shit. How long was that one?